Okay, and it's as I said, it's recorded on the cloud. I changed that a short time ago, so, and I will go to speaker view. Okay. 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 Welcome, everyone. I see people are filing in here. We've got 38 people that have joined us so far. We'll give you a few more minutes and we will begin. We have a good turnout. We had about 80 people register for this webinar, so okay. It is 5:01. I have customarily wait till 5:04. We'll give everyone 4 minutes to log on and then we will start. But again, thank you. Many of you may have met in my garage, so welcome to all those people I got to see. And we're very fortunate. We've been talking about how we've gone out for a walk already. David's outside ready for his walk. Majed bragging he went out early morning, so all's good. Okay. We've got 52 participants coming on, 53, encouraging. Okay. Okay. Wait, one more minute and then we will begin. I believe some of you are anxious to go out and go for your walk. It turned out to be a good day for a walk. It's too bad we're not actually really going outside as a group. Okay, Melissa Yetzma from the Meeting House is saying hi. Yes, hello there, Melissa. Jerry Fitzsimmons, I recognize that name too. Deb Childs, okay. Okay, we are going to begin. So welcome to the 2021 Coldest Night of the Year, Richmond Hill location fundraiser for Mosaic and for Blue Door. My name's Marge Andre. I'm this year's chair for the organizing committee. All the organizing committee members really wish we could be gathering in person. We miss the excitement, the buzz, welcoming all of you. But here we are. Thank you so much for your participation in this event. We've been so pleased to see the number of people and the amount of participation that we'll have. Okay. This presentation, this event should only be about 45 minutes. We'll hear from some key people, including Rihanna Samar from Out of the Cold and Michael Braithwaite from Blue Door. We have lots of thank yous. We'll be recognizing the top teams and top walkers. There's a drum roll and we will announce our total, of which I know we're very proud of. And then we'll send you all off on a walk. Please type any questions and comments that you have in the chat function and we'll answer them at the end of the meeting, okay? I think we will begin now with a land acknowledgement. That we are on the I bought screensaver. Whoops. We acknowledge that we are on the territories of the Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and the Anishinaabe peoples, whose presence here continues to this day. We'd like to acknowledge the land we are on at the meeting of two treaties, the land of the Mississaugas of the Credit and the First Nations of William Treaty. We would like to thank them, all the Indigenous people, for sharing this land with us. We acknowledge this land and people because the first thing towards reconciliation is recognizing the Indigenous people are here to share. I'm having the chat box pop up under what I was supposed to be reading, so I apologize for that. But we want to share understanding of how our collective past through us we are today will help us walk together in a better future. And I apologize for not saying that as smoothly as I would have liked to have. Okay. Next slide. Okay, we're going to launch your first poll. Okay, is this the first year you are participating in Coldest Night of the Year? Okay, but okay. Almost all of you have voted. Okay. And polling, share results. Okay. Wow, this is almost like half and half. So excellent. So okay. I now will introduce this fantastic organizing committee for this event. It is a combination of people from Mosaic and from Blue Door. We have Tony, Francesca, Miriam and Hillary, myself, and of course Rihanna from Mosaic. And then we have Rachel and Meg and Sophia, as well as Aiden, Jordan, Alexandra, Vince, and Rebecca. We have all worked really hard and are very pleased with our efforts. Now I would like to introduce Michael Braithwaite from Blue Door.
Thanks so much, Marge. Wonderful to be here, and a huge thank you to all of you for your participation in the walk and for being here tonight, taking part of your Saturday to do this virtual celebration with us. I'm Michael Braithwaite, and I'm with the team at Blue Door. I have the absolute joy of being their CEO. When the pandemic started, the first message to come out was stay safe, stay at home. And for the individuals that Rihanna had out of the cold and Blue Door work with, that's really, really difficult to do if you don't have a safe place to call home. I'm so proud of both these teams who have worked hard during the pandemic through really, really difficult circumstances to make sure we have never wavered with our service. The teams have worked hard to keep our participants safe. We've pivoted a bunch of different times, and we've made sure that all of our participants, all of our most vulnerable in York region, had that safe place to call home, even if it was for a night. A couple of years ago, Rihanna and I sat down, as we often did, have in the past, to say, how can we do better? Where are the gaps? How can we work together to serve our most vulnerable even better? And we talked about some of the service gaps, and I asked her, would you ever consider coming together as one group? And she said, you know, I've been thinking about that. And we saw this, an opportunity for Blue Door and Out of the Cold to come together and emerge, that will happen on May 1st, as an opportunity for better service for clients. Let's have one door, one point of service where we can help, we can support the amazing work that's happening at Out of the Cold with housing workers and other services to try and get those individuals housed. And for Blue Door, if we're truly about ending homelessness, it starts with our most vulnerable, many of which are coming through the door. And it made sense. And, you know, if you think about this walk was our first partnership, our first attempt at working together, and you'll hear the results later. It's incredible. A couple of weeks ago, when we met as a group, I remember saying to Marge in the group, I'm hoping we'll end up at 100,000. And, you know, if we really stretch. And as I said, you'll hear later this group coming together, what an impact it's made. It's been incredible. Remember, people that are experiencing homelessness, really, they're just neighbors without a home. It's that simple. I want to thank all of you for the efforts you made this year. I know everyone has had a really, really difficult time through this pandemic. So many people have been challenged. But remember, our most vulnerable have been challenged even more so. For many of us this past week, we've complained about shoveling snow off our cars or shoveling our driveways, etc. I always do. But then I get that reality kick where I remember that so many 1,500 people on any given night in York Region are waking up, and it's not a blanket they have, but a blanket of snow that's on them. We can and will do better. And together, and this walk has proven that, Out of the Cold and Blue Door are capable of so much. We can and will end homelessness. Thank you for all your participation in this walk. I hope you continue to work with us to end homelessness in York Region. Thanks, Marge.
Okay, we're now going to have Rihanna tell us something about Mosaic Interfaith Out of the Cold.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So I'm Rihanna. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the director of Mosaic Interfaith Out of the Cold. I first of all want to say wow and wow and wow to this amazing event and the results we've had. Thank you to everyone that's participated, donated, sponsored, and of course, I really, really want to thank this amazing committee chaired by Marge. It's been a really difficult time for us at Out of the Cold. Me and my manager of development, Angie, we haven't had the time to even look after this event, so the committee has. But thank you all so much. For those of you that know about Out of the Cold, you know that in a regular season, we have 13 locations and over 50 faith communities that participate, 1,200 volunteers, a lot of support services on sites, and we serve up to 50 people a night. When COVID hit, it turned everything upside down, and we had to change our operations very, very quickly in a day. And we shut down most of our locations and opened up just a couple. So right now we're operating out of 2 locations. One is here where I am tonight at the Richmond Hill Presbyterian Church, and the other one is at Ebenezer United Church in Markham. And of course, we also operated at Rouge Valley Mennonite Church. So I want to thank our faith communities very much for accommodating us. But we had to kind of operate everything on our own. And that's been a real challenge for us because normally we have an army of volunteers. So, you know, I want to commend our staff for everything that they've done. It's been scary and frightening for everybody involved to be operating under COVID, but I think we've done a really good job. We have had to scale down, so we're down to 20 beds. We don't have a lot of support services on site now, so it's just the beds, the meals, and transportation assistance. So needless to say, it has caused a terrible situation for people that are experiencing homelessness. There's been difficulty finding beds for, you know, that they report. They're also afraid and anxious, just like we all have been, and they're scared to go into the facilities sometimes. They've lost access to internet and daytime facilities, washrooms, showers. So there's a whole host of issues, and it has just been really sad for us to watch. I have to commend my staff, who you'll see in a couple of minutes. They truly are heroes for coming in here every day, never complaining, going above and beyond to serve people. But they do it because there's a passion. And for us, we just see how people are struggling through this pandemic, and it motivates us to go on. And so I also wanted to say thank you, because it has been so difficult for us. The results of this walkathon and the overwhelming support that we're seeing really does make it worth it and motivates us to go on. So I thank you all so, so very much. We are now, I'm just going to introduce to you a couple of our staff and our guests, and we're doing a little special cake cutting celebration. So you guys will enjoy the cake virtually, but we're going to enjoy the cake later on your behalf. So I'm just going to walk over here for a minute and show you. So this is our couple of our staff and our clients over there. This is Angie, our manager of development. Couple of our guests over there. Say hi, guys. and our amazing staff over here. Say hi, guys. So this is our beautiful cake, and I just wanted to show you how lovely that is. Thank you, MP Majed Jahawi, for sponsoring our cake that we're going to enjoy today. And Angie's just going to cut that, and we're going to celebrate That's it. Don't be shy, guys. Okay, so we just had to do that, add some joy to the day. Thank you all again. I do want to express to you that this fundraising that we've done, that all of you have done, is so critical right now. I think Michael would agree that, you know, we're just operating in a time where we just don't know what's coming next. It's not a usual operation. So we've had so many different types of expenses that have popped up that we just don't have the budget for. And we just don't know from day to day what that looks like. So the, you know, plexiglass dividers and the transportation bus tickets and medical supplies. Normally we have doctors and nurses here. Now we don't have that. So we're trying to manage a lot of different things, and it's been very, very costly. To give you an idea, our budget has literally doubled over just the winter period. So it's critical right now to have those funds so that we can support the critical costs that aren't necessarily funded by government, and that we have the flexibility to serve people as things arise. So the funding that you raised is going to go for us into direct operational costs. Things like, you know, funding shortfalls for food and medical supplies, our transportation tokens, you know, our transportation is not funded. So it's a significant amount of expenses, and we thank you so much, and we will make very, very good use of it. Yeah, I think I'll hand it over now. I think we're going to talk about the sponsors now, I believe. So I'll hand it over to Rachel.
Thank you, Rihanna. So this year we had 20 caring sponsors who stepped up to support our community during this difficult time. A big thank you to Kyle Moore, who's the lead sponsor of this year's walk. Kyle Moore is a builder of closely knit communities and new homes with a focus on wellness through better living in a luxury environment. We'll now hear a short message from Frank Spaziani, Vice President of Kyle Moore.
Hello, everyone. I'm Frank Spaziani, Vice President of Kyle Moore Communities, and it's my pleasure to be representing our company at this extraordinary event. Kyle Moore is committed to giving back to York Region, especially since Markham is where we are headquarters and it's where we build the majority of our new homes. Because we are in the business of building houses, the shelter aspect of Blue Doors program drew us to establishing a relationship with them. We know they are well regarded by their peers in the community and have an effective and organized team. We appreciate that Coldest Night is a special fundraising initiative that reflects the realities faced by many in our community who are seeking safe refuge and emergency shelter. Without the comforts of a stable home, life is incredibly difficult. Creating a strong community means that we must all do our part in this special place. Many of us in York Regions are fortunate, and because of awareness-raising programs that invite us not just to donate, but to encourage participation, we can lend our support in numerous ways. In fact, I'm proud to say that Kyle Moore is not only the lead sponsor, but many of our team are doing the walk and raising funds and awareness. Congratulations to everyone for taking on the challenges, forging a stronger community, and making a difference. Thank you from all of us at Kyle Moore.
A big thank you to Kyle Moore for sponsoring the walk and for fundraising as a team. We also are very grateful for this year's supporting sponsor, LiUNA Local 506 Training Center, which offers apprenticeship training support and is a proud partner of Blue Doors Construct program. I'm pleased to share a message from Ted Gundy, Training Director of LiUNA Local 506 Training Center.
Hello, my name is Ted Gedney, Training Director of LiUNA Local 506 Training Center. We are proud to be a supporting sponsor of this year's Coldest Night of the Year Richmond Hill Walk, raising funds to help people facing homelessness at Blue Door and Mosaic Interfaith Out of the Cold. Local 506 Center provides training for apprentices starting careers in construction and for our 8,000 members. Together with Blue Door's Construct program, we provide support and solutions to end homelessness and poverty by providing training and apprenticeships to program participants. Thank you to everyone participating in this year's walk. Stay safe, and hopefully next year we can all walk together.
Thank you to the team at LiUNA Local for your ongoing support. This year's Rest Stop sponsors include Interworld Paper Overseas Limited, MP Deb Schultz, Tezier Design, The Sector, Third Octet, TMS, and the York Regional Police. Thank you to this year's Rest Stop sponsors for your support of our virtual event. This year's event sponsors include Cambria Design Build, Carlton One Engagement, the City of Richmond Hill, Legacy Protection Services, Northern Forest Security, Richmond Hill Professional Firefighters, Richmond Hill Toyota, Royal LePage York Community Realty, Sam Caputo Mortgage Specialist at BMO, and Wise Meter Solutions. Last but certainly not least, we are grateful for the support of our media sponsor 105.9 The Region. Thank you to these caring and community-focused companies, for many of whom are participating in the walk today. Back to you, Marge, for our poll.
Okay, when are you doing this walk? I've already done it. Right after this launch? Someday soon, or I'm just going to walk around my house a few times. Okay. 40 of you, you're nice and quick doing this walk, doing this poll. Okay, end polling, share results. Okay, wow. 70% of you have already done it. And a few of you are just going to walk around the house. So all good. Okay. 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 I now will introduce David Rockliffe, Mosaic Interfaith Out of the Cold Board Chair.
Thank you very much, Marge. On behalf of the other directors, I'd like to again thank the committee for what it's done, and also all the walkers. This has been something that's been in South York region now for about 20 years, just over 20 years. And I've been involved at the Mosaic level, but I've been involved also at the organization of a shelter level. I remember when we started, a video being shown to us from, I think it was Holy Blossom, and a guest looking at us saying, yes, we will get something from this, but you will as well. And it's an amazing fact that somebody else's trouble brings a community together in such a way, and forgetting all the divisions that can be out there, and bring us to work for one particular cause. And in this sense, the cause is to try and help the people who are unfortunately going through this thing we call homelessness, or rough sleeping. And I'm not going to say at the moment the amount of money. I am stunned as well that the community has come together in such a tremendous way to support this cause. It is heartwarming. So on behalf of, as I say, the directors, and talking about all the volunteers out there who I hope will find out about this support, thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you, David. And now we'll introduce our Blue Door Board Chair, Marianne Morando. Marianne?
Thank you, Marge. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Marianne Morando, and I'm proud to be the chair of Blue Door, the board at Blue Door. I'm here on behalf of the entire board, some of who are here on this call and ready to walk after this. This is a very special event for us at Blue Door, as it's the first opportunity for us to come together with Mosaic And it's the start of what we know will be a long and productive partnership. So that's exciting for us. On behalf of all of us on the board, thank you to the organizing committee for the great work you've done. Thank you to Michael and Rihanna for your leadership, in particular over the past year that has presented some challenges. The two of you are amazing. And most importantly, thanks to all of you who raised money, who sponsored, who walked to support this important cause to end homelessness. The Board of Blue Doors is a very diverse group of individuals, but we are united in our passion and our commitment to ending homelessness. And we thank you all for your support. Looking forward to hearing the results. We are all on the edge of our seats, but thank you all, and thanks for the opportunity to say hello today. Thanks, Marge.
Thank you, Marianne. Okay. I now have the pleasure of introducing Richmond Hill MP, Majed Jahawi, and also the donator of that beautiful cake.
Thank you, Marge. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me start by saying what an honor is for me to be able to join you guys today. Thank you for the invite. And let me also echo the land acknowledgement and the treaty that we are bound with. When it comes to great initiatives like this, there's a number of factors that comes to mind right away. One is the cause. And when you look at it, what cause better than the cause of being able to help the most vulnerable? If nothing highlighted the gaps that exist in our community, in our country, in our system during the COVID-19 homelessness, and especially women, young women, and children at risk was the one that was, I would say, highlighted quite prominently. As Mike said, 1,500 individuals in York region are homeless, and when you look at this cause, this is giving back, and this is important. So we nailed it on the cause. When you look at another element of leadership, when you look at Mosaic Interfaith Out of the Cold, when you look at Blue Door, when you look at Michael, Rihanna, we all know them in the community, and they've been with us for a long time, and they've given genuinely, and they do care about. When we look at the leadership that Marge has done in the community for many decades, for bringing us together and also doing an amazing job leading this. When you look at Out of Cold organization, you heard from both leaders. I mean, you could see that there's a strong leadership behind this amazing cause. And then it comes to volunteers. I mean, when we see Rachel, when we see, I think we have another Meg, Rachel, and some of the staff in our offices that came in and stepped up. And no initiatives goes well without having a solid set of volunteers coming in and helping you. And then naturally it comes to the community, whether it's the sponsor, whether it's you and me, all of you who came out and contributed and gave. And again, prior to us going, live, there was a discussion in the, let's say, in the panel room that, what the amount is. I'm not going to talk about it, but the interesting thing was the two different organizations raised one raised about $57,000 last year, and the other one $37,000. This year, we said COVID-19, some of the challenges, let's set the target around 80. And Michael said, hey, look, if we hit 100, it's going to be amazing. You're going to be flabbergasted when you hear what you have done. God bless you for really stepping out. And I hope in 2022 and 2023, we can come together and do this and really be able to share that coffee, do that hug that we usually do, and share the stories of, what we ran, or who a new person that we met in the walk. So I know I'm between probably this and the announcement, so I'll make it short. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the thank you to the leadership. Thank you to the volunteers. Thank you to the community. And it's for an amazing cause, and I'm so proud to be representing an amazing community such as Richmond Hill. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Majed. I too am looking forward to seeing you in person and walking with you next year. We now have a short message from the Mayor of Richmond Hill, Dave Barrow.
Hello, everyone. I'm Richmond Hill Mayor Dave Barrow. There are people in our community who only have a warm place to stay this winter because of Mosaic, Interfaith, Out of Cold, and Blue Door. Congratulations for going beyond your fundraising goal of $80,000. Even in these challenging times, your successful walkathon event has raised $120,000 and counting. Thank you for the critical services you provide for people who are struggling with poverty and homelessness. Thank you, Rihanna, and everyone at Mosaic, Interfaith, Out of the Cold, and Blue Door for making such a difference in our community. Thank you.
And now we'll introduce one of our counselors here in Richmond Hill, David West. David?
Hi, everybody. How are you today? I wanted to first of all, tell you how honored I am to be invited to be a part of this event. And I know how successful this event has been this year, and we're going to hear about that in a minute. I would very much like, on behalf of all of the citizens of Richmond Hill, to thank Marge and your committee for putting on this great event. I know that was a lot of work, especially with all the uncertainty with COVID. I'd like to thank Michael for the awesome work that you've done, Michael, in this community for so long now, and now with Blue Door, and Rihanna and all of your staff for all the great work. I have had the pleasure, actually, of attending and getting a tour of both the Blue Door facility up north of Richmond Hill here, and also the Mosaic Interfaith Out of the Cold facility. And the work that you do is so important, and it's so well done, and it's so necessary in our community. But I'd also like to thank all of the people from our community that have come out and generously donated their time, solicited the donations from the community. It's been amazing. And, you know, I've always been really proud in Richmond Hill of the kindness and the generosity of the constituents that we have here in Richmond Hill. It's truly amazing. So thanks to everybody. I actually did do my walk this morning with my wife, Michelle. It was a great event. We really enjoyed it. And we were proud to be able to walk through the community with our Out of the Cold, Coldest Night of the Year toques on. So thanks very much. And all the best for those of you that are still going to walk. And for those that have already come back, have a hot chocolate on me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, David. Okay, next slide there. Whoops. Rihanna, you have the pleasure, the honor of introducing our teams and our walkers.
Thank you, Marge. Yes, thank you for giving me this honor. This is the most important part. So, wow, everyone, we had over 100 teams and almost 600 walkers. It is unprecedented and absolutely fantastic. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for leading your teams, for joining the teams, for walking, for raising whatever amount it is that you raised. You are all champions for us. I was getting calls from, people even today. A walker called me to say that he's from one of the teams, and I can't find him on there, but anyways, he was, walking from Markham Stouffville Hospital and did more than a 5K walk just because he felt so passionate about it. It's unbelievable. We've had young walkers, Jason and Lily Shy, if you're listening out there, these young kids have been volunteering with us since they were 6 years old and raising funds, and they joined and were passionate and raised so much. So thank you to each and every one of you. I think we're going to now announce our top teams and walkers. So unbelievable. Every team has done phenomenal, but these are our top 10 teams connecting the community. March. Thank you. The Bridge Markham Community Church, which is one of our partner sites. Holy Trinity Church, you're amazing, another partner site. Out of the Cold and into Blue Door, which is Michael's team. I gotta say, Michael, I love the name. As you all may have heard, we are merging this spring, and Out of the Cold will be going into Blue Door. So love the name, Michael. Of course, Callamore, thank you so much for not just, supporting and sponsoring, but having a top team. Mosaic Family, that's my team, yay. I honestly had a goal of 500 and we raised way beyond that because people joining our team, thank you. Going the Social Distance, Soulmates, the Changemakers, and Ninjas for Shelter. Thank you, Seema. These are amazing teams, raised more than between almost $4,000 to $13,000 each. And then of course, we've got other teams that also raised a lot there. So I thank you all so very much. And we also have a lot of walkers. Everyone, of course, it's important. They raised hundreds and everything counted, but these are our top teams that raised over 1,000. Our top walkers that raised over 1,000, quite a few of them. I can't really see the screenshot there, Marge, because there's boxes coming up.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of a there they go. Okay.
Yeah. So, so thank you all so much. For raising 1,000, and many of these people are volunteers with our program, and some are staff. Michael, Emmy, Callamore, again, thank you. Manisha and Antonio. Antonio is a volunteer of ours as well, and Marge, Amanda, Angie. Thank you, Angie. Miriam and Bartlett Butters and Francesca, also another volunteer. Rebecca has been a great supporter of ours. Karen from Blue Door as well. Flo McClellan raises a lot of money every time we do this, and it's awesome. Carol Ann, wow, Carol Ann, thank you. And Leah, thank you again for all the support. Again, the black bubble, I think, is showing up there, but Al Jones, again, thank you for all the work that you do for the organizations. Diana McKinney, Seema, Sarda, thank you, Seema, for being on our committee and as well raising funds. Myself, of course, thank you to my donors, because I did kind of, beg everyone to please help me because I didn't have much time to campaign. Thank you all so much. Sid Finkelstein, Sid is one of our leaders at the Temple Har Zion. Sid is amazing, just comes and does so much for us every time we ask. Thank you, Sid. John and Rita Sherman, thank you. Neva Israel, thank you so much. Peter Dennis, thank you, Peter, for everything you do for us. And Christine Walterhouse, thank you, thank you, thank you. Angie says thank you too for supporting us in all the work that we're doing. And yeah, we can, next slide, I think. We're getting to the exciting part. So one more thing before we do our announcement, which is going to be really exciting. We wanted to talk about some of our clients and we call them guests that come in here. They truly are a part of our family. Out of the Cold, we try to run it as a family. We love each other. We love our guests and our volunteers, and because we see people coming through those doors that are marginalized, that others may see as homeless and have misconceptions about them. We see human beings coming through the door, and many of them are highly intelligent. They are, functioning. They're struggling out there. They work. They are trying to survive. They're full of intelligence and wisdom. I myself have learned so much from people just being here. And then we've got Robert. And so you're gonna get a little taste of the talent that we have at Out of the Cold. It's amazing. I was in tears when Robert started playing because the talent is astounding. But this is the human side of the people that we serve. The people that you may just see outside standing in a corner. A lot of people just think it's addictions and mental health. I mean, of course, there's a lot of that. But we see the human beings come out. And when Robert plays, I think you'll agree that it's important that we see the human side of everybody. So this is Robert.
Wow. Okay. So congratulations to everyone. And thank you for that piano playing. That was very, very enjoyable. Okay, we are now going to have our drum roll, please.
So, are you ready? This is it. It is now actually 191% of our goal, which was $80,000. Together, we have raised $152,967 to this moment. And I'm sure that a lot of it is still going to come in. So amazing. And thank you all so much for that.
Woo!
Yes. So please share your pictures. I did one. There I am down the bottom corner last year, nice and warm inside. But yeah, I think all of us should have taken a picture of us out walking. So please share those with us. Okay. And okay, we cannot wait to walk with you next year. We're already planning. We're already thinking ahead. And oh, do we want to be walking in person. So let's hope very much that we have a real event. Okay, I think next slide. I think I'm going to launch a poll. We're coming to the end. We are so happy with things. Okay. Okay, poll 3. 2 questions here. Who will be participating? Whoops, got to launch it. Who will be participating in the coldest night of the year next year? Secondly, since we are planning for our event, what foods do you want us to have? So list all that you can. So yeah, oh, I like to see that everyone's coming back. Chicken wings, samosas, oh, hot chocolate, oatmeal cookies, more cake we need. Yeah, okay. Got a couple more, you got half of you voted. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end and launch the poll, share the results. Okay, yay! Most of you are coming back. Only a few of you are wondering maybe you'll be down south next year, but you can still participate virtually next year. Okay, I think if Angie's around, she's always done our food. What do we need? We need pizza for sure, chili, vegetable soup. We're going to have a real buffet for all of this. So yeah, thank you for that. Okay, we will tally our results. Okay, so we're coming to the end. And again, we want to thank you for walking with us, helping us to end homelessness. I believe Michael was going to say some last minute thank yous to everyone.
Thank you. And just a few housekeeping items before I get to those thank yous, which are very important. Remember that you still could get your volunteer hours signed off on. You can still pick up your toque if you haven't already. Marge's Garage is always open and ready. Maybe not always, but most of the time. Questions about mailing in checks and what to do with cash, just let us know if you have any questions around that. And listen, fundraising doesn't stop today. We could keep going till the end of March. Winter isn't over. Homelessness still exists. We have to work harder. COVID-19 isn't over. People are still experiencing homelessness. So let's keep pushing forward with our fundraising. Why not, right? We broke our record, but more is needed. So let's get those things out of the way. There are so many people to thank. Of course, all of you. There's some special thank yous to Rihanna and the Mosaic team and the board for their openness to join forces to hold one big walk together. We suggested that, and they welcomed Blue Door with open arms, and we're so glad that we worked together on this one this year. Of course, Marge for her leadership as chair of the committee. She's done an exceptional job. I wasn't kidding about our garage. That's where a lot of people picked up their toques and had wonderful conversations. This year's walk had so many twists and turns. It was all over the place, and she kept pushing forward, and the committee kept pushing forward. And so let's thank those committee members too for planning and leading. You did amazing work. Of course, the Blue Door and Mosaic staff and board members did an incredible job raising funds. I mean, these are our frontline heroes, people going out there day in, day out. And on top of that, they went out, they did this walk, they embrace it, they believe in this, they share those core values, and it showed. They raised thousands for the work that they do. So thank you to the staff teams, to the volunteers who made thank you calls and helped us with the toque pickups. We couldn't have done it without you. And of course, to our amazing sponsors who stepped up. So many businesses right now are hurting. And they stepped up and said, we know there's others that are hurting more. We want to help out. So thank you to our sponsors, to our local politicians for supporting this event and coming out today and talking, and more importantly, working year round to push our different ideas and our funding proposals forward on our behalf. We so appreciate that. Our program partners, the Craftsman Center gets a special shout out. They're doing incredible work. They put a team in. And of course, all of our faith locations who do incredible work. It's been different for you this year with Out of the Cold. We want you back next year. You are making real change happen. So thanks for sticking with us. The team captains who drove their teams to raise this record amount of money, and each and every one of you for fundraising and saving lives. Listen, we are 9 municipalities. We are one region, but we are one community, and together we can end homelessness. So thank you so much to all of you for what you did with this year's walk. And let's continue this together. Ending homelessness takes great awareness, education, it takes action, and it takes all of us to make that happen. And this is one step forward. Thanks, Marge.
Thank you, Michael. So again, enjoy your walk. If you're going out, hope you had a good walk. We're really looking forward to seeing all of you in person next year. So keep safe, and we'll see you next year. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, folks.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to end now. All's been good.